Hello! Welcome to another episode of Tip of the Iceberg. Welcome everybody! My name is Cesar Pimentel and today I will be discussing in this second video of the Robert Marsteller book his topic of tone placement and attack. Let me start this video with this quote by Edward Kleinhammer. May his soul rest in peace. He was a former bass trombone player of the Chicago Symphony. This quote says, "Inch by inch, life is a cinch. Yard by yard, life is hard." And this quote is super applicable to this very first topic of this book, which is tone placement and attack, like I said. Because I remember when I was in my early days in the trombone and I got my books and everything, instead of like reading through them, the prefaces, the introduction, and all the stuff you can read before start practicing, I remember like putting the book, starting practicing with no instructions, with no objective whatsoever. And this is not wrong, but we are taking then our education in the trombone yard by yard, and we don't want that. So, in order to explain how this works, I will be discussing the objectives of this part number one little by little. In the very first page of music, we can see that Robert Marsteller told us, when being used in a preliminary routine, the attacks should be gentle, and dynamic levels should be no more than mezzo forte. It's telling us that no more than mezzo forte, and the attack should be gentle. We are looking relaxation. We are looking the management of the air as calm and relaxed as possible. We are looking attack gentle and relaxed as possible. Everything that can create any kind of tension, we don't want it. So that's the first objective of this book. And because I said I'll be more interactive giving examples to you, we are playing today, as a part of the video, the very first exercise. Quarter note equals 60. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Very first thing, I was using articulation ha to start my note, and then I was using the tas as gentle as possible. Why? Because those sounds in the beginning are starting with the air. The tone just gives a hint of firmity, it gives me the as firm as you can give it, but at the end of the day, the tone doesn't start your sound. The sound is started by the air. So understanding that, we are explaining today the articulations ha to start our notes, and then ta from after that attack that I gave first. So I'm gonna continue with the exercise, and this is very important. After the fermata, you will see half note rest. Why? Like that can be a lot of time. No, the maestro Robert Marsteller was very emphatic. You want to see how coordinated you go to the next position, how relaxed you go to the next position. Then you start putting the note in your head, in your ears, as soon as you can give it. And then after that, with all that put in position, it's time to play. I will explain it. 2. Second position, A natural. 3. Sixth position, C. And so far, so on. The exercise goes from B flat, the tuning B flat, up down to the E natural on 7th position, or 2nd position with the trigger. Even though that's the range that you're looking, sure, you can go down. Don't try to go up at this point, because if this is your very first exercise, you don't want to build tension. So you want to get that air super relaxed. You want to get that air super loose, super wide, slow, warm air. And sometimes the high register doesn't give you that, rather than the low register. Low register requires a lot of those qualities. Second, and in the second exercise, up to further exercises in the book, Maestro Robert Marsteller wants us to coordinate our articulation or our attack with the different partials of the trombone. That being said, I'll be doing the explanation again. 1, 2, 1. If you're having issues, or if you are struggling with putting those partials in tune, easy, simple. Tuner, as low as you can, tuning each little by little. 1, 2, 1. You want the attack super firm. You want the attack not to start over the pitch or below the pitch. You want it right in the middle. So this is why it's super important to practice this way. It keeps moving in quarter notes, 8 notes. You can change the tempo slower or faster, up to the point in which you can coordinate your partials with your attack super gentle. I'll be giving an example as well. So far, so on. My embouchure is asking to move the air slower to fulfill the objectives that I was putting to you in these exercises. And because I know it, I can now spend more time trying to complete these objectives that are, to do a recap, these are the objectives. First, we're gonna coordinate our air with the notes, one by one. Then we're going through the different partials. Can be as intervals, can be crossing the partials itself, and most important, we are coordinating our air, we are coordinating our dynamics, and we are coordinating everything related to our relaxation, everything related to our ear. We want as tuned as possible. We want everything working the way it needs to be. If you want further explanations on these themes, don't hesitate to ask, because I'm opening more spaces to my digital studio. I'm accepting all kinds of low brass instruments, and also I'm putting this kind of videos every single Tuesday, and also I'm having more content related to this every single day, Monday to Friday, mostly, on Instagram and Facebook. I'll give you all the content, and I'll give you all the products that we are offering so you can see it further. Up to now, we already discussed all you need before getting to the second topic, which is slow slurs. Up to then, we'll be to the next video, and hope you can have a rest of the week super great. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.